Good evening, friends. Couple of minutes ago, I saw a thumbnail that SaharTV put out a new video. It's about Poland and that Poland don't care about those people who want to illegally come to their country. So let's get right into it.
Instead of talking about the Islamification of a country in Europe, today we're going to be talking about Poland, who's been rejecting the Islamic invasion to European countries wholeheartedly, which, by the way, shows in their stats. First of all, there's still a small minority of Muslims in Poland. Let's take a look at this. This is from Poland in 2026.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
On the street.
Now, in case you didn't know, the establishment and the people of Poland are not acceptable of Islam. Take a look at the sign they're holding. Muhammad, not welcome. They look at Islam as foreign ideology that doesn't align with their values, with their society, and that's why they're like this. And here's a living proof. This guy right here is a Muslim who went inside a church in Poland. Wow, would you look at that? Have you ever seen Jews doing that in Poland? Have you ever seen Jews doing that in the United Kingdom? Have you ever seen Jews doing that in France? You haven't seen that because we integrate. That's the difference. They don't. They don't approve of you. You're a kuffar to them. Now, since the border is incredibly tight between all the countries and Poland, especially to the Islamic asylum seekers, take a look at this. The people right here are fake asylum seekers.
So first of all, I have to say that Islam doesn't belong to the Western world. Look at their religion, look at their lifestyle. It doesn't belong here. It doesn't fit in. And I say it and I say it again. Those well-assimilated migrants are only well-assimilated till they become the majority. When they become the majority, they scream for the Sharia and all that. We saw this, and yeah, it's kind of weird.
The soldiers are Polish soldiers. See how they're harassed for not letting these people pass.
Video.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you keep your borders secured. Well
True.
done, Poland. Now we
True.
have the same situation here. These are fake asylum seekers from Africa and Middle Eastern countries. They're trying to enter into Poland, but they're faced with brute force from the Polish authorities. Watch.
I mean, how much do you want to see? If someone tries to enter your country like that, they're not up to getting a real job here in Texas and being a good part of society. No. If they want to enter your country like that, aggressively, you can imagine what those people do when they're in your country. That's all I want to say. Look at this. If people crossing the border illegally, they're not up to any good thing.
Dobrze! Dobrze, trzymać to! Trzymać! Dobrze! Fuck you! Move, you fuckers! Move!
They're not gonna.
So these are future criminals, because if you want to enter a country illegally, you're not a good part of society if you enter a country illegally. So, and I totally get that these security personnel is screaming those things they scream. I really can't understand them. I can't relate to this.
Gonna let them through. Good job. This illegal immigrant is complaining that he cannot enter into Poland. Watch.
We want to go Poland. Tell them. They don't let us. They said if I go to Poland, they will hit me.
Yeah,
Or
because
they
you
will
come
kill me.
illegally.
Really?
It's just like coming in a stranger's house. What do you expect? A sandwich and a glass of milk? No. You can't expect an ass whooping. If it happens that you, I don't know, break into a leftist home, maybe they will suck your dick.
Going to Poland, maybe Germany, maybe somewhere to have a good
Oh,
life.
Germany.
That's
Wanna laugh? So when these people fleeing their country, they move through so many secure countries. Why they want to come to Germany? Why? First of all, when they are on our border, there are no refugees anymore. Because if you move through so many secure countries, you're not a refugee anymore because you're not fleeing. When you come to the first secure country, this is where your refugee status ends because you are secure now. If you move further, you move with a purpose. And when it comes to Germany, because all these people come to Germany because of our welfare system. Because you come to Germany and you get all inclusive. You get everything. Medical care, you get an apartment, free food, money. You get everything. You get everything for doing nothing. That's the reason why so many people come to Germany, because of our welfare system, not because they like Germany, not because they think Germany is a great, great country. No, it's the money. It's all about the money. They don't give a shit about our culture. They don't give a shit about our society. They don't give a shit about anything. They only want our money. And then the second step is they want to put their ideology down our throats, and I'm sick and tired of it.
For sure, he's going there to have a good life, but we have all seen what happened to Germany. We have all seen what happened to France,
True.
or Sweden, or the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
we
look
have
at
seen what
France.
happened to them. All of them went there to have a good life. But take a look at the society now. Take a look at what's happening to the countries
True.
now. I'm so
True.
proud of the Polish government not giving in to the pressure from the outside. Beautiful. That's why their country is so safe. Now, I want you to take a look at this speech from 2023 by Dominik Tarczyński. He is a member of parliament, of course, from Poland. Take a look at what he's saying.
Thank you, Mr. President. Dear leftists, I'm very happy to take part in this debate about democracy in Europe. So let me give you some example of very major democracy in Poland.
First of all, leftists have no idea what a democracy is. They're communists, Marxists. They have no idea what democracy really is.
Over 1,000 years of tradition of Polish nation. Polish nation rejected you, dear leftists, 8 times. 8 times in a row you have lost elections in Poland. So get used to it, because you're going to lose again. That's number one. Let me give you some data about Poland and Polish democracy. The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID in European Union is Poland. One of the lowest debts in European Union is Poland. So don't give us.
Funny fact is that when you're in Germany, you get free welfare. And statistically, most of the people, you should think that most of the people in this system of welfare are Germans. No. Most of the people in this system, in the welfare system, are non-Germans or Germans with a migration background. At least a few native Germans are in welfare. Most of the welfare goes to foreign people. It's funny.
This rubbish about the need of educated immigration, as we heard yesterday. We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all and pay for them. We don't need them.
We have seen in Germany what we get from this high-class migration. We get none. We get none. We practically get none. So the people who actually migrated into Germany are, people who are in the welfare system. And it's not racist or something like that to say this, because it is the truth. And when it's the truth, it can't be freaking racist or something like that. But you have to acknowledge at least what's going on. But in the left eyes, acknowledging what's going on and mentioning it is racist and Nazi and whatever. Because leftists are the most stupid people on earth.
You know why? Because there's 0 terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact. This is your data from Eurostat. So we don't need your engineers. We don't need your doctors. Take them. Do not teach us Do not teach us about democracy, because we know what the democracy is. So learn from Poland, be like Poland. Thank you very much.
Dominik Tarczyński. A lot of people don't like him. I like the guy. I think he's brilliant. He's fighting
Yeah,
for
I
his
like the dude
people.
too.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable how he's fighting for his people. And he's right. Look at the other countries that have let immigrants in, illegal immigrants in. Look at their societies now. And then look at Poland, a prime example for why.
Yeah, look at Germany now. We had a Islamic terror attack a couple days ago. And we have so many crimes because of migration, because it's always the same stereotype of culture who commit horrendous crimes in Germany all day, every day. Yeah.
Islamic immigration doesn't work. And if you
True.
think it works, give me an example where it did. I'd like to study that case. Poland is one of the most religiously homogenous countries in Europe, with over 90% identifying as Catholic. That's ridiculously high. Islamophobia, despite the very low numbers, studies have reported high levels of fear and unfavorable attitude towards Muslims, labeled as Islamophobia. Again, nonsense. Phobia is irrational fear. The fear of Islam is incredibly rational. A phenomenon that grew during the 2015 migrant crisis. Political framing. Right-wing discourse in Poland often frames Islam as an ideological threat to Polish national identity. And that's the reason why they're so strict on migration. Amazing. And this right here is Dominik once again explaining, trying to give tips to the UK how to deal with the illegal immigrants. Watch.
We put the cuffs, we put them on the plane and send them back from wherever they came from. It's simple as that.
So
and
would you
all
say
these
that-
papers.
Would you say that British lawyers and politicians who say it's impossible are not telling the truth?
Well, they do not know how to deal with the
I'm going that far to say that they know the truth, but they don't want it. It sounds crazy, but I really do think that these governments, the British, the German, the French, and so on and so forth, they wanted it. They want to destroy actively the countries, because you can't make so many mistakes in a row and not have a learning curve. No, the only way I really can make sense out of this is they want it.
real problem. This is not a paper. This is not a film. This is not a movie. This is a real situation. And all this.
And when a country like Syria or Afghanistan say, "Oh, we can't take the people back who fled from this country and now they are in your country and we can't take them back," I wouldn't give a shit. As a chancellor of Germany, I wouldn't give a shit. I would put these people in a plane and fly them back, and I don't care. But these people, yeah, it's wanted.
Excuses, all these lawyers. I'm a lawyer too. I'm doing my PhD on human rights as well. I know what we can do and how we have to react as a politicians who are responsible for our families, for our citizens. This is not a theory. This is a time for people who can act, not debating. We are debating since 2015, as I said, when Germany started this minute. It's time to act. So what I would say to your political elites or
Angela Merkel started this whole madness. And at first, 2015, I was one of these persons to say, okay, we have to help the people. Of course we have to help. If they somewhere come here and I don't know, we have to help these people. But I never thought that so many people come here because, just like I mentioned earlier, if you are fleeing your country and get to the first secure country, you're safe. You're not a refugee anymore. But I thought, okay, these couple people who come in here, yeah, you can give them a little bit of money and let them be safe and things like that. But I never expected that amount of people that came here. And our news outlets showed people of little kids and women most of the time. But what really came was 90% young men. And that was the problem. I would say, if we take refugees, send us the old, the little kids, and the women, and the boys and the men stay at home. Build up your country. Fight for your country. But I don't want to see here 90% dudes walking around. I'm totally for helping people, but just like I said, give us the old, the young, and the women and everything is okay. The men should fight for their country and build their country up again, but not coming here, sitting in a cafe the whole day while I have to work and have to pay for their welfare. No way.
To the people, I would say, send them back. Do not read anything. Send them back. Protect yourself, because it's not about your fancy way of living. It's about protection. It's about
True.
surviving. It's not a joke. So many people are killed, raped, stabbed.
Oh, yeah.
How long can you wait? How many?
80 stabbings in Germany per day. Per day.
Must suffer? How many must lose their lives until someone will take action? Now people are taking action. People are taking on the streets. I'm a proud European, proud Christian. I want Europe to be a Europe, not an Asia, Africa, or any other continent. I want Europe to be Europe. I was born
True.
here. I love this place. I love
True.
Europeans. I want to be European. I don't want to lose my identity. So if you love your country and if you are experienced throughout generations with such a horrible things,
This is also a funny thing. When you talk to left people, they always say countries like, you mentioned it, New Zealand, Canada, whatever, you name it. They can be proud of their country. They can secure their borders. Everything is fine. Patriotism, fine. But when you hear, when you are in Germany and you say you are proud of my country, I want my border secure, and I'm a patriot, bam, there you go, you're a Nazi. Double standard fucking bullshit all the time.
you do not want hijra, jihadists. You do not want any of those. You do not want terrorists. You do not want people who wants to change your legal system to Sharia. You do not want people who wants to change your culture. You do not want people to take who you are. And we are proud Europeans.
And lastly, do you think Britain can get there? Do you think we can turn this around?
Yes, yes, you can. But
The problem is, I have to pause a lot here. The problem is birth rate. They don't need an actual war to get rid of Germany, Great Britain, and France and things. The key word is birth rates. So look at the birth rates of migrant families, look at the birth rates of the native families in Germany. You get usually 2 kids. So these people, an Afghan family, get maybe 8 to 9 kids. So you're outnumbered anyways. And that's the reason why these people, they come in here and all they do is banging the whole day, being pregnant the whole time. We're done. We're basically done.
first of all, you have to take action. You have to stop discussing. You have to stop sitting on your beautiful couch. You have to take action.
Yes.
Take on the streets. Be peaceful. Go and vote. Decide about your future. It's time. It's time.
And that's the reason why I don't trust Muslims, because I would trust a Muslim if I would see any kind of well-assimilated Muslims going on a march, on a protest, and protesting against Islamic terror and Islamic barbarism. But I see none. I never saw any march from well-integrated Muslims protesting against the violence of Islamists. Never saw it.
Time to decide. It's time to fight. And your weapon is your voice.
Listen, if Europe would have leaders like Dominik Tarczyński, leading their governments, leading their streets, Europe would look different.
True.
These are the types of people who are fearless, dealing with this head on, not scared of the criticism, Islamophobia.
Germany, for example, was always a migration country, but we had no problem with Japanese, Chinese, Americans, Italians, people from Spain, people from Canada, New Zealand. No problem at all. Sweden, you name it. You name it. No problem. The only problem we have since like the last 20 years are from this specific culture. The statistics shows nothing to do with racism or whatever. Nothing to do with any kind of phobia. It's the data. I never saw any violent, horrific crime committed by a Japanese person in Germany ever, or a person from Sweden. Never. It's nothing to do with racism, it's the pure data.
What are you talking about? Bigoted? What are you talking about? Racist? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the safety of my country. We are seeing what's happening around us. We will not make the same thing happen in our country. Dominik Tarczyński, a prime example of what a leader who cares about his people, he's not the prime minister, but a leader who cares about his people and will do whatever it takes to get them to survive. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
So what do you think about the video? I think it was a good one. I had a lot to say. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you like what I do, leave a like, subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.